Alex? Are you receiving? This is Alan James. The revolution starts tonight, Alex, and to be frank, we need your help. I know you've never been that sympathetic to our cause, but since the bombs, well, you've seen what happened. They have to be stopped, Alex. You know it in your heart, and tonight, well, it might be our very last chance. Play our tape at the second break. It's on your right. And please, when I hack in, let my message reach the people just once, just tonight, before advance can't be stopped.
Very last episode of Just a Job.
Jesus, so what?
How's he doing?
How should I know?
I haven't heard from him.
He's a wanted criminal, Colin.
So's my nan, but she never misses her birthday.
Your grandmother's on the run, Colin.
Yeah. Armed robbery, resisting arrest, double homicide of the same
Labour
bloke.
camps of the former
She's right, laugh.
how they've been converted into luxury holiday camps.
I hope he's all right, though. No, he's got this far, and your brother was fine.
We're going in 10 seconds, everybody.
I wonder what they're doing to him. Annoying him, probably.
Not probably, definitely. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News, broadcasting across the territories. My name is Megan Wolfe. Our top stories tonight. Future legend. It's been 40 days since Disrupt conducted multiple attacks across the territories. During the coordinated action, subsequently dubbed the Night of Fire, emergency services were kept busy at the agricultural centres, while a series of covert attacks were carried out freeing political prisoners, including former newsman Jeremy Donaldson. Nothing has been heard from the missing journalist since the violent Disrupt attack on his convoy 6 weeks ago. Donaldson was on his way back to Betterment after his notorious court appearance. All of us here at Channel 1 hope that wherever he is now, he's safe. Food, glorious food. With the last of the menu centres opening in territories 5, 8 and 14 today, Advance confirmed that the programme is now in full operation, providing free food for every citizen of the new future. What started as rationing during the 20-week war has blossomed into a social contract that is the envy of the unawakened world. Jack Tractor Pants, spokesman for the menu centres, said today that while they can guarantee the contents of every box is nutritious, the actual quality of the meals you cook depends on whether you have a touch of Chef Jordan Rankby or the culinary skills of a professional footballer. Happy talk. Record happiness levels have been reported today across the territories. As more and more former countries join the new future, a survey carried out by scientists at Queensview University reveals a stunning fall in depression, self-harm and suicides, especially in those territories which have historically faced the most unjust of divisions. According to the professors, the binominal trajectories of the Bezier distribution show signs of becoming both inverted and protracted when dispersed over the square root of time. By applying Harrington's third law in conjunction with the vowels variation, we can clearly see that things are looking mathematically good for Julia Salisbury and Advance. Something's coming. Unsubstantiated rumours here in Territory 1 of armed protests tonight by increasingly desperate disrupt terrorists. Despite the best efforts by the government, the self-styled resistance movement has continued to carry out a series of ever more extreme attacks. When asked about Disrupt's future plans, inexplicably popular spokesman Alan James answered, "You won't have to wait long to find out." Thanks, Alan. Opaque as always. And an ending of sorts tonight. 3 stories we've been following. A fistful of dollars. After a highly profitable year, Remington's Fist today announced the opening of their new high-tech underwater corporate HQ. Astounding CEO Sophia Remington, pictured here, departing for the new HQ built using underwater FLAD technology, commented, "We've put windows everywhere, saves a fortune on aquariums." A happy ending there for Sophia Remington. Fun guy. Unexpected news today as 2 familiar scientists announced the birth of an extraordinary child. The underground struggle of doctors David Wong and Ingrid Sporsborgen-Horgensvoord captured the hearts of people around the world. And after an arduous return voyage, which took over a year, the couple say they've never been happier. Baby Dante is said to be healthy, if a bit partial to the airing cupboard. Bruising bride. Things seem to have gone from bad to worse for Mr. and Mrs. Hansleaves as speculation emerges as to the state of their marriage. As Tiffany completes her 10 months community service for the assault of revellers at the wedding, Johnny told a close friend that she seemed to be happier cleaning pavements than she ever did cleaning my trophies. A source close to the couple said, although they're terribly unhappy, they want to stay together for the goldfish. All that, plus we'll be taking a trip to Langley Parts for the notice board, as well as getting a sneak peek at the hottest ticket in town. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
People of the Territories, today is the day we take back control. Soon it will be time for you to help us again. Come out of your houses, block the traffic, bring the capital to a standstill. I've met so many of you in my travels up and down Territory 1. You always ask the same question. How can I help? Well, this is how. And as for when, you'll know. Keep watching.
But first, 500 days after the loss of a fine leader and a great man, the start of tonight's programme is dedicated to remembering and celebrating the life of Peter Clement. Patrick Bannon is live from Parliament Park, where Julia Salisbury will be breaking ground on what will soon be a memorial garden in Peter's honour. Patrick.
Listening to that old bitch lying through her teeth about missing that poor bastard.
Patrick.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
We're live.
Because I'm not being funny. Things were better with Peter, weren't they?
Patrick.
They were, and I don't mind saying it. They were, because he held her back. But now there's no stopping her.
Hello, Patrick, we're
Of
live.
course, can't say that, can I, Francis? No, not with public ownership. No, with public ownership, you can't say anything these days. She's lost it, mate. She's completely off the rocker. I heard from an aide that... Hello, Megan, you join me here live from the what? Hello, Megan, you join me here live from the what? Oh.
Well, we will be going live to that groundbreaking ceremony just as soon as we can get Patrick back. Meanwhile, let me just say, I think the memorial gardens are going to be gorgeous. I've had a sneak peek at the designs and Alana Marsh has done a fabulous job. Oh, OK, all right, it seems like we have got the signal back. We can now go live to Patrick Bannon in Parliament Park. Patrick.
Thank you, Megan. I'm Patrick Bannon, and we are indeed live here. Apologies for the technical difficulties there, but any moment now, Julia Salisbury will step out on stage behind me.
Alex, Bozeman here. The boys in editing have just informed me that the eulogy footage isn't fully cut together yet. You're going to have to do it on the fly. For goodness sake, make sure you make it look good.
Slowly gathering since this afternoon.
This is Alan. You can undermine them here and help us win hearts and minds. Make him look bad, Alex. Really bad.
And it seems like the ceremony is getting underway. Here is Prime Minister Julia Salisbury, the picture of elegance, to begin her address.
Good evening, fellow teammates and friends. 500 days ago, all of our lives changed irrevocably. Still reeling from the triumphs and tribulations of Liberation Night, another great loss befell the people of these newly united territories. The loss of a leader, a statesman, a dear friend, and a hero. Peter Gordon Clement.
Peter's death at the age of just 62, of course, announced by the team on the 24th of December, just 6 weeks after Liberation Night.
Born to a working-class family on a housing estate in Rotherham, Peter first trained as a carpenter before getting his start on television. First moving and building scenery, and then developing into the personality that we all knew and loved so much.
Just the Job first hit our screens over 25 years ago, running for 11 series, winning multiple awards, and charming audiences up and down the country.
Peter taught us, all of us, not to be content with the way things are, not to accept inequities, no matter how small. But he also taught us what it took to fight them. Courage, integrity, empathy, and hard, bloody graft.
Across a career spanning 3 decades, Peter Clement was known for shows including Wake Up, It's Saturday, and much later, late night chat show PT, which at its peak drew millions of viewers.
Peter was by no means a saint. Trust me, he once told me he had more regrets than he'd had stolen dinners. He always did have a knack for a turn of phrase. But it speaks to the strength of his character that he chose to share with us his mistakes alongside his achievements, his faults as well as his talents. Peter had the heart to give it all he had for the people of these united territories.
Famous for his potty mouth, it's estimated conservatively that Peter Clement uttered over 1.5 million swear words during his career, though some sources put this figure well in excess of 2 million F-bombs alone.
Gripped by illness as he was in the weeks and months leading up to Liberation Night, he wasn't the man we loved. But his eyes still twinkled with that familiar joy for life, that spark of wit and wisdom of a life lived for others.
Prime Minister Clement, of course, died from apparent liver failure after suffering from the long-term effects of alcohol abuse.
I first met Peter nearly 20 years ago, moments before I was supposed to give a speech. Not unlike this one, actually. Only I'd spilt coffee all down myself. And I was young, nervous, desperate to be liked. And from behind me, I heard, "Christ, pet, you've either pissed your kecks or sprung a leak, but either way, you got a problem." And before I could even say a word, he stripped off his dry trousers and insisted I took them. That was the sort of man that Peter Clement was. Kind, compassionate, sensitive, a brilliant thinker, a natural leader, but mostly a good man. This glorious, so beautiful and new, this shining beacon of
Thank you, Alex. There'll be another opportunity to steer public perception soon. It's really starting. You'll know when.
His accomplishments, the future he forged, the boundaries he pushed. To me, he'll always be the man in his pants cheering on a stranger at the back of the conference. It is my great honour to give to you the Peter Clement Memorial Garden. Shall we see if we can get a countdown going? Everyone with me? 10, 9, 8, 7.
Now, Alex, control the message.
I'm not leaving, I can't!
Oi!
You two, come with me! Don't panic! Help us here, look!
You're hurting me!
Well, stop resisting then. Stop resisting and we'll let you up.
Not resisting! Ah!
What are you doing?
Not resisting! You saw! Not resisting!
Turn the camera off. National Night News. We have the right to be here. I said turn the fucking camera off. Oh, who the fuck are you?
Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear anything.
Yes, medics. Stay with me.
I can't hear you. I'm from the National Nightly News.
Well, then you can consider this payback. Salisbury's still here. Salisbury's still here. Julia Salisbury! You were killed!
Target approaching Songbird.
More than 10! Justice demands a response!
Haven't you done enough? Look around you!
Fucking
This is
time.
what your precious freedom looks like, is it? On the fire! God, no!
Rise up! Take to the streets. The time has come. Stop fires. Break windows. Draw them out. They can't stop us all. Resist. Distract me.
Lower your weapons!
Mom?
Secure.
Lower your weapons!
Come on, get out now! What are you doing? Come on!
Will you turn that off, please, sir? I said, please turn that off. Please turn that off.
Shocking scenes.
Is this not enough? You've just seen them execute unarmed civilians. People like you and me. So why are you watching this? Why are you not in the streets with us tonight? What will it take for you to get up and be a part of this? March on team headquarters, storm the building, demand elections, demand answers. Be what you were born to be, the once and future free.
That means by now. Don't go away. We'll be back after this. We'll be back after this. Does anyone know if everyone's safe? Is
Alex,
okay?
it's starting to work. People are coming out.
It's becoming a weekly event. No, it's different tonight. This is the big one.
Great. So there's a revolution happening outside and we're off to dandy fucking parts.
That's journalism, apparently.
Can we get set for the next sequence?
We don't have spoons. It's Crazy Neil with another steal of a deal. We got sticks. We got sticks that do tricks. We got an evil child. This is
Alex, during this next section, a cameraman working in the newsroom who's one of us is going to get a coded location out. We don't know yet which camera he's on, but if we find out, I'll let you know. Just keep your eyes out for the fist and try and keep it on the air for at least 5 seconds. Our operatives will do the rest.
fucking sticks. We've got empty toilet rolls. Some are crushed, some are squashed, some are ripped up, some aren't even cardboard. Some of them are just grit in a bag. We'll beat you with the fucking sticks if you come down with no money. I've got a broken leg. I've got a broken bone. A broken bone. It's got no air in it. Oh, God. I'm broken. Bye. Sticks.
Megan?
Recently, we had a deer wander into the parking lot and take one of our empty cartons away. We're even giving deals.
Oh my God, Jenny!
Come on down.
What?
Let's
No, look at it.
no deal for Neil and have a crazy.
That's 10 seconds, everybody.
Just leave this with me, yeah?
Excuse me?
I know where we should go with this.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, Megan Wolfe. Very shortly, we'll be taking our daily trip down to the village for the notice board. But first, let's have a quick catch-up with Mr. Jeff de Plume.
Yeah. Right. Listen up, you lot. We need to get a few things straight.
Everything okay, Jeff?
You're not exactly fans of what we're trying to do in here. You've made that perfectly clear.
So what's going on, Jeff?
I'm just having a little word with the viewers, Megan. Don't worry yourself about it. Now.
Jeff?
Now.
Jeff? Seems like you've forgotten where you are, Jeff. Seems like you've forgotten where you are, Jeff.
Well, I am.
Which is a shame. A real shame. A real shame. Now tell me, Jeff, what is it that's
We've just heard our man's on camera 4.
As you know, Megan, we do our segment on the show every Get back to the interview, Alex. It's increasingly clear to me that nobody likes it.
Would you say that?
I don't have to. You should see some of the letters I get.
I would love to see some of those letters personally, Jeff.
Well, luckily, I brought them all with me here. Yeah.
You're a very small man, aren't you?
Yeah. Now, there's been a lot of misunderstandings.
Excellent work, Alex. That's the location shared. Next, you'll need to give them a go.
If it's all right with you.
Well, yes, our viewers are our top priority, so I think that's a good idea.
Good, I couldn't agree more. Right, yeah, this one annoyed me. Dominic from Rantley wrote, Dear arrogant, talentless oaf. I think it's addressed to Tommy, but still. You're not funny, you're annoying, and I wish you'd all go and live in the sea.
That's going to be hard to hear, isn't it? What would you say to Dominic?
Yeah, I'd say that 3 Screenwriters Awards and a TV Digest nomination beg to differ.
He's brought them in.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of that lot agree with Dominic.
Does look that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, what have we got? Oh, yeah, Janet from Sanford wrote, fuck off, Jeff. Fair enough.
Yeah.
What have we got? Here. Oh, yeah, this one. We've got blah, 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 Philippa's talent, yada, yada, Tommy's fine. And here we are. But you, Jeff, are the most pointless waste of airtime since the test card.
Hang on, this one, Dear Genius.
Hey!
Your show is the greatest waste of time. Never mind.
Right, fine. Right, yeah, this one. Someone's drawn a picture in what I assume is ketchup next to my home address with a message that just reads, you're a shitty man.
It's actually quite good. This one simply reads, I want watch this rubbish, which I assume is a spelling mistake, but either way, it's just very confusing.
Yeah. Fuck off. I read that one.
Yeah, so the strength of feeling here is strong,
Yeah.
I would say. Jeff, what do you want to say to
Yeah.
people at home?
I would say there's an easy explanation, Megan. Yeah? As you know, we are unbelievably funny in here. Yeah? So it seems to me quite obvious that certain people upstairs are so unbelievably bad at their jobs.
Careful now.
Or, and I think this more likely, are deliberately trying to ruin the show. Alex Winston, you just be glad that security won't let me up there anymore, all right?
So you're blaming the notice board's poor ratings on our long-suffering broadcast team?
I am, yeah. They're making us look like a bunch of pricks out there, Megan.
Listen, while our skilled broadcast team might have made a few errors that have led to some sloppy segments, I really don't think that's fair.
Yeah? Well, I think that's bullshit.
If you go then and get ready. Whew, that was Jeff de Plume there, creator and writer of the notice board. Just a reminder, if you do have any comments or criticism about Jeff, you can send those in. He clearly reads them all, so please do keep them coming. But now it's time, maybe for the last time, to head over to the notice board.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. I've forgotten the line. Can we go again? I've forgotten the line. Can we go again? Oh, it's gone again.
What a day!
What a day! First a tea morning, and then to post this notice. I don't know how I managed to cope with it all. Oh, wait. Perhaps I do. Oh! Bus sake, Barnabas, what on earth is all this?
Freeze, dirtbag!
Oh! Shit. Laura, I thought you were a knife-wielding mugger or stabber.
I'm afraid not. It's just me, a community cohesion officer, responsible for keeping crime at record lows.
Of course, I keep forgetting that thanks to you and your team, violence in our streets is a thing of the past.
What's all this, Vicar?
I know!
I'm not going to lie, Alex. It's a hard fight. But we've got the location out, and now we need you to give our people the go code. For the next 3 sound effects, 3 boos in a row. 3 boos, Alex.
It looks heavy.
Now don't call me the Right Reverend Ripped for no reason.
Yes!
It's no good. It's no good.
Looks like all those crucifix classes were a waste of time.
Maybe you, a young CCO, will be able to lift it.
2 for 2. Fantastic.
Looks like all of those lifting classes were a waste of time.
It's too heavy, even for me.
You did it, Alex. We're good to go.
To lift this.
Did someone call for the best firefighter in town? Hiya!
Thank you, Captain Evans. You're so much stronger than us.
Especially me, the weak old man.
It's the least I could do for my community.
No luck catching the little devil then?
Unfortunately not. The ferret struck again last night. When Ray opened the post office this morning, he found that every single stamp had been pre-licked.
My God!
Some people have no decency.
Sadly, if we don't catch him before tomorrow, we may have to cancel the village fete.
Don't worry. We won't let that happen. Will we, Vicar?
No, no.
Will we, Vicar?
Laura, tell me, why do they call him the ferret?
Some say it's because of his sneaky nature, but really it's because whenever he strikes, he always leaves behind the foul stench of urine.
Never fear, officer. We'll catch this pissy nuisance and save the village fete, or my name's not Captain. Danger Evans. The community cohesion team are doing their best, but they simply don't have the smarts to solve this mystery. But I know someone who does. Someone who's about to blow this thing wide open. Me! Blackout! Me! Blackout!
Ah, it's the morning of the fete now, thanks to the theatrical convention.
I sure hope everything goes to plan. Oh, look, there's Mrs. Craven setting up her cake stall.
And look, there's the motorcycle display team setting up for a show that would be too expensive to show on television.
I'm setting up the coconut shy. What are you doing, Vicar?
Well, first, I'm running the tombola, and then I'm selling forgiveness for money.
Aren't you judging the jams?
I couldn't possibly.
Oh, that sounded like Mrs. Craven. Looks like someone sucked all the jam out of her donuts.
The damn ferrets are struck again.
Whatever are we to do?
Although I'm very competent, I have no idea how to solve this case.
I guess we'll have to cancel the fete.
Hold it right there, ferret.
Me? Have you been drinking from the fire extinguishers again?
Not you, the vicar.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Reverend!
Admit it. You wanted the village fete cancelled so you could have the day off, didn't you?
Vicar, is this true?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Reverend!
Admit it. You wanted the village fete cancelled so you could have the day off, didn't you?
Vicar, is this true?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Reverend!
No, stop. We've got stuck. Let's just... hold it right there, ferret!
Me? Have you been drinking from the fire extinguishers again?
Not you, the vicar!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Admit it. You wanted the village fete cancelled so you could have the day off, didn't you?
Vicar, is this true?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Reverend!
No! Someone's fucked this! Someone this! Here. Admit it, you wanted the fete cancelled so you could have a day off, didn't you? Vicar, is this true? Yes. I already have to work Sundays.
I already have to work Sundays. I shouldn't have to work 2 days a week.
Vicar, is this true?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Reverend! Okay, sorry, we're just going to have to cut short the final episode of the notice board there.
What?
Yeah, yep, it's really sad, but I think it really has run its course.
No, there's a good bit coming up where I solve the whole thing.
It is a shame. It's a real shame. We would like to thank you all.
Look,
very
let's
much.
just go on with the last bit. Tommy, Tommy, for fuck's sake, you late! Right, fine. I already have to work Sundays.
It's something about,
God fucking damn it!
So thanks again to the cast of the notice board. So much.
But how did you know? My first clue was the smell.
For the hundreds of lessons and the laughs over the
that's
last
right.
year
I do
and a
smell
half.
of urine. Right. Next, I noticed that the vicar's tongue was particularly dry, almost as if he'd been licking thousands and thousands of stamps.
We'll be so sad to see it go, but at least we ended on a high. It's almost time to take a break there. When we come back, we'll be seeing the opening number of a brand new musical.
You'll fucking regret this!
That's coming up after these messages.
That's the ads. Let's strike this set. Just leave it by the bins.
Sorry, did that actually just happen?
Wasn't it amazing?
This show will not be the same without him.
What advert is this, Alex? I don't remember passing it for broadcast. I think you made a mistake there.
I'm an economist and commentator. You've probably seen me on the news talking about Advance and how progressive their policies are. Well, I was wrong. And I'm here tonight to say I'm sorry.
One last push, Alex. We're closing in. One of the guests in the last section is working with us. You'll be asked to censor on our behalf. If you do it right, the final orders will be given. You'll get 3 chances. Get at least 2 of them right, and we're going to win this thing. It's happening, Alex. Tonight we take it back.
I always envied my friends who had so much more. Over the years, my jealousy grew. So when Advance came to power, I didn't think about the damage they would do. I acted selfishly. I was glad to see the rich punished. I didn't see how backwards Advance were. I didn't understand that rather than tearing down the wealth creators, we should have been helping everyone else to take a seat at their table. Under Advance, the country is poorer. It is poorer in ambition. It is poorer in aspiration. We are infantilized by Advance's naive policies.
Please, Sarah, anything.
I'm really not supposed to say.
Are we safe?
Hi, I'm Maddie. Jenny just said to ask if you need a touch-up.
I have poured myself
Did
out
she?
of the media to defend the indefensible.
That's my shade, is it?
Yeah.
This is my shade.
I see that now. Mum, Dad, I'm sorry.
Run back to Jenny now.
Our only hope.
Sorry about that, Sarah.
The only
Nothing you
hope.
can tell me. At all, like at all.
They said no one's died, that's all I can say.
10 seconds.
What's wrong with you?
She is in tears.
Ugh.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later in this segment, we're hoping to be able to go back to Patrick Bannon at the scene of tonight's shocking Disrupt attack. But first, I'm delighted to be joined by the cast of the smash hit musical everyone is talking about. I'll be speaking with the cast in a moment, but first, let's take a look at them in action. Please give a warm National Nightly welcome to the Novaries.
Hello? Doctor? Yes, I see. Thank you for letting me know. I have a decent life. I'm a happy, loving wife. And my job is well paid and fulfilling. I have a husband, John. He's due home soon, won't be long. And I have to tell him something that is absolutely chilling. We share coffee in the morning, and we make love every day. We take time alone together to talk and laugh and play. We prioritize our needs. We do charitable deeds, but the flowers of our happy darling John.
Oh, dearest John.
There's something very wrong. I've just had a conversation with our Dr. David Wan, so please be seated. This news will make you feel defeated. The scans revealed a lump.
You poor unlucky chump.
Is it cancer?
We're so John. We're having a baby.
How can this be?
Oh, woe is me.
Why has this happened to me? I always wear 2 condoms for the maximum of
Safety in our tiny flat. We built a peaceful habitat. Now our lives are fucked. We're having a baby. Now you can't have any wine at book club.
And there won't be any time for foot rubs.
Now your hair will stink of weed.
And you'll start to disagree. And forget about that holiday in Territory 3. No more waking up at 10:30. In fact, you're never going to get a good night's sleep again.
No more snap decisions to go on to a club. You'll be lucky if you even make it out to the pub. Why can't we be more like our gay and lesbian chums?
The only glue they have to deal with comes from personal bums.
Now when I take a sick day at home,
The parasite won't leave you alone.
how he's grown.
We're our top priority.
I look after you, and you look after me. Ain't no trouble and strife. We got a childless life. No one wails and no one woes. No one draws things on the walls.
A happy husband.
A wonderful wife.
We got a childless life.
We're having a baby. We're having a baby. Changing nappies daily. We're having a baby.
No more weekends by the coast. Now your kid is uppermost. It's more than a passing craze to have childless days.
We're having a baby.
Food and drink thrown everywhere. Death trap toys at the top of the stairs. Every parent prays to have childless days.
We're having a baby.
No more spas and no more
We're having a baby.
18 years on bills at least. Time for a whole new phase. These
We're having a
childless
baby.
days. One more thing before the show begins. Have you considered that you might be having twins?
Amazing. The Novaries there, treating us to their opening number from Elegy for a Childless Life, which is currently the hottest ticket in the capital theatre district, and will be touring the territories later this year.
Right then, come on you lot.
Come on down, let's go, don't we, Sean?
Hello. Hi, Megan.
Hi.
It's an honour to be here.
Oh, really? Are you fans of the show?
Yeah, it used to be.
Well, listen, let's get stuck in. Your amazing musical. Now, I mean, not only do you perform this show every single night,
With matinees on Wednesday and Saturday.
right, but you're also the show's creators, am I right?
Well, everyone contributed their ideas, and then some of us went away and did the actual work on the script. But no, it's very much a team effort.
Oh, that's fantastic. How rude of me. I've not introduced any of you. I'll be the one being replaced next. Let's go down the line, shall we?
Hi, I'm Jack.
Jim Blunt. Pleasure to be here.
Jennifer Boreham Woodley.
Hello, I'm John Sapley. Used to be in the business professionally.
My name's Jill, with a J.
And I'm Janet. I'm the youngest.
That's incredible. And you were all friends previously. I mean, what a coincidence, right? With your names beginning with a J.
Oh my goodness, guys! Our names all begin with J!
How have we never noticed that?
Because you haven't typed them out 1,000 times, maybe?
You knew? Why didn't you say anything?
I thought we all knew. It's bloody obvious, isn't it? I just thought we were doing a funny thing where we never mentioned it. And I believe as well as being friends, you're also couples, in real life as well as in the show.
Well, not exactly.
I'm not married to him. I'm with Janet.
And I'm with John, you lucky bean.
Jim and I are married.
4 fabulous years.
Well, that must make for some confusion in the rehearsal room.
Well, you should have seen the first draft. Jen decided that Jack would play Jim, I would play Jack, Jen, Janet, Jill, Jen, Janet, Jill.
What about John?
Well, my character was originally just called Man 1.
It was allegorical.
It was very confusing.
Not for a professional.
After much toing and froing.
And gnashing and wailing.
And gin and tonic.
We decided that we'd just use our own names, which is less truthful.
We're also less likely to go into the wrong dressing rooms.
Oh God, yeah, that would be very embarrassing, wouldn't it? Of course, when I first wrote it, we were only meant to run for a few nights at the Nimbley Village Hall, but when I registered it with the Department for Culture, it caught the eye of someone high up, and before you could say overnight sensation, we were transferring to the capital.
It's all been a bit of a roller coaster, really. I'm only 19. I'm the youngest.
You really don't have to repeat that.
I had to give up my job as a mortuary technician.
Well, yes, we all had to move to the capital.
I love that job.
It's been a very turbulent time.
So peaceful, no singing. So peaceful, no singing.
This piece isn't political.
Stand by, Alex. Censor the orange.
About children. And why you shouldn't have them. In a way, I guess it is political, with a small p. After all, we are a solid unit, and eagle-eyed audience members will see we nod our heads to advance on stage throughout, and we target the messaging at women aged 22, well, about 35, as they're the most likely to be afflicted by this terrible problem. Terrible problem. Having children.
You understand, Megan.
You clearly agree. This isn't about me. Of course, we see that there are advantages to a family unit, but eagle-eyed couples watch as the little parasites advance on their lives, and there's no time to play the guitar, get through a book, or watch a movie. They're exhausted, passed out on the couch by 20 to 9, for God's sake.
You're very chatty tonight, dear.
Usually I'm the chatty one. Because
you're the youngest, we know. It's not a badge of honour, Janet.
Janet, please, Jennifer. Oh, well said, John. Thanks, Jack. Got you back.
So, could you just tell us what is the play about? What happens in it? Well, go ahead. It's a tragedy, obviously. Jennifer, myself, and John have their child, and then the story charts the downfall of their hopes and dreams.
And there's lots of singing.
And dancing.
A lot.
My character works at a menu centre for a distribution unit. Eagle-eyed, she sees her friend's rapid advance to a pit of despair. Becoming a target for children's TV advertising at the age of 22, she decides to take drastic action. I can't really say more, though. I probably said too much already.
Let's not spoil the second act for anyone who might come to see it.
Which should be all of you. For too long, we've been told that a life without children is somehow incomplete, that children are a blessing. Well, I've done the research, and they're not. Besides, there's already loads of bastards running around all over the place, so...
We just want people to have the option of a happy, child-free life without stigma. You know, when I was 14, before I had come out, I had an experience with a girl called Julia Jacobs. She was an experiment, I guess, you know, a chance to dip my toes into the...
Fascinating. Well, thank you all so much for coming in tonight. I really hope you keep them dancing in the aisles for many performances to come. The notary's there. And I am pleased to say we can now go back to Patrick Bannon to get the latest from the scene of tonight's horrific events. Patrick, are you okay?
Thank you, Megan. This is Patrick Bannon reporting from the scene of tonight's devastating and symbolic attack tonight this evening. An attack which I myself have found myself caught up in. I'm still a little dazed and a little deaf, Megan, so I hope you'll forgive me if I seem that It's time to speak with the Prime Minister. Mrs. Salisbury, that's you. You're still here. The Prime Minister.
I couldn't leave. Not when there were people that needed help. Any team player would have done the same. I don't deserve praise for being human.
Yes, no accolades here. Or Palisades. Or lemonade. Right. So, is the situation... Now, are we safe?
Yes. The security services performed their duties without hesitation. And I would like to assure the public that although there have been some injuries, there were no civilian deaths here this evening.
Oh, that's good news about the Sorry, did you say no deaths?
That's right. No civilian deaths. Just the 4 disrupt terrorists curtailed by law enforcement, who were, as always, so cohesive. If I may, I have a message for your viewers.
Oh, of course. The camera. There's the camera. Speak there on the camera there.
Stay at home tonight. Do not become another casualty of war. Disrupt have had their moment, but as the dear departed Peter Clements once famously said, it ends today.
Thank you, Prime Minister, for those strong words of strength. Back to the studio. Megan, now in the studio with Megan Wolfe now.
Patrick Bannon there, bravely reporting from the front line of tonight's horror.
I think we need to get you to hospital, darling. Can you get us reported to a hospital, please?
Brings us to the end of tonight's National Nightly News.
Victory is in sight, my friends. You have mobilized. You have come together. From our agents at the television networks risking arrest and getting those words to you, to the many hundreds and thousands gathering to invade team headquarters. As I speak, we are turning the tide, and it is time for change. Tonight we topple their regime, and we also silence their mouthpiece, Channel 1. Time to wake up.
Out from the shadows, and they are not the overwhelming force they would have you believe. The military have been actioned, and well, it's pretty scary out there tonight, so stay at home and stay with Channel 1, because the team has assured this programme that the turbulence will soon be over, and we can once again focus our minds on building the new future with equality, fairness and resources for all. My name is Megan Wolfe. Let's make tomorrow better. And we're out. God, I think I've
Damn it, Alex. Tonight is the beginning of the fall of advance. Fighter jet, 11 o'clock. Charges reached, sir. Permission to detonate. Permission granted, old friend.
We are going to detonate!
Look out of your window, Alex. See what you helped make happen.